Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Mr. Mudathir, and in this series of videos I'm going to take you through how to design a web page using HTML and CSS. This is based on the unit of the ICT in the IGCSE curricula called website authoring. Alright, so to start designing a web page we use a text editor, and on Windows, the text editor that's already there is Notepad. If it's not there, just type Notepad in the search bar right here and it'll show up. Okay. Now the second thing is, to start designing your web page, you have to type the main tags of HTML. Every web page should have them. So let's go ahead and start typing them. We start by writing doctype, !doctype, in caps. It has to be in caps, okay, and then space HTML. You're just telling the computer that this is an HTML document. Doctype HTML, okay. Next HTML, next head. This could, like, I prefer that we do in small letter, okay. It wouldn't matter because HTML coding is not case sensitive, but it's preferred that you type in small letter, okay. Open the head. Now inside the head I'm going to open a tag named title, and I'm going to close the tag named title, and then I should close the head, open the body, and again close the body. Remember that every tag I open I have to close, right? Now I have to close the HTML here, okay. So I open the HTML here and I close it down there, right here, okay. Now I open the head here and closed it here, right. I open the title and I close the title here. Over here in between the title you can write the web page title, for example ICT, okay. Now inside the body tags, this is where all the magic happens. You can add the contents of all the contents that you have for your web page inside the body. Later on we're going to study how to add CSS code inside the head, but 99% of the contents are added inside the body tag. Okay, so let's go ahead. The first tag that we're going to learn is H1. H1 is a tag that we use to insert a header, okay. So this is my page, okay. Now I opened H1, I have to close H1, right. So I've created a document that only has one line, which is the heading, this line, okay. Now I want to save this web page and I want to try it on an actual internet browser. So go to File, Save. First you need to choose where you want to save that. Where do you want to save that? I prefer that you use the document folder to save all of your documents. Now inside the document, I clicked on document and now I'm inside the document. I'm going to open a new folder, create a new folder, and I'm going to name it ICT IGCSE. Now I'll open the folder. Now I have to name my web page ICT IGCSE. Now whatever name that you write here, it has to end with .html, and press enter to save it, or you can just press save. Remember the web page name has to end with .html and then press save, okay. Now I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to go to document. I'll look for a folder named ICT. You can click and press the I, it'll take you to the folder where it has the name, and there it is. Now that's ICT assessment, and there it is, and this is my web page. Did you notice that it already has the Firefox icon? That means it's a web page. That's because I ended up the file name with .html. Now double click on this to open, and there it is. This is my one line, and here is what I've written in between the title tag, okay. Yeah, Like for example, if I added a couple of stars over here and here, now I've made changes. I'm gonna have to go to File, Save, go back to the Internet Explorer, and then press refresh. Notice that the changes has been displayed. Okay, next is, let's change the size of the heading. Now if you notice that the text here is so big, the size of the text is so big. Now this is why we have this letter. It was supposed to be H, right, for heading, but no, they added H1. Why? Because it tells the computer the size of the heading. Now I'm gonna add the same line, but this time instead of 1 I'm gonna write 2, and I'm gonna have to change it here. 2. Copy, paste. Now every time I'm going to increase the number. Here is the thing: the more you increase the number, the less the size is going to be. So the smaller the size is going to be. Okay. Okay. 3. Now 4. We have H1, H2, H3, H4 up to H6. 4. Okay. So let's stop here. File, save, go to the web page and refresh. See? This is H1, H2, H3 and H4. Okay, we have up until the H6, correct? And that's how you add a heading with different font size. Okay, let's add a paragraph. I'm going to remove this. Now I'm going to start adding a paragraph. Now I have H1 here. Now I want to start a paragraph, and the tag to start a paragraph is simply P. Now you can start writing your paragraph. This is a paragraph that shows how to create a paragraph on HTML. Now I'm done writing my paragraph. I have to close the P tag, right? So let's close the P tag, File, Save, go to the web page and refresh. See, this is a paragraph that shows how to blah blah blah, right? Okay, that's how you create a paragraph. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to learn is formatting elements. The formatting elements were designed to display special types of texts. So basically text formatting, okay? Text formatting. We're going to learn how to make the text bold, strong, italic, emphasized, marked, small, deleted, inserted, sub, and sub, okay? So let's go and try some of those things, or maybe all of them, okay? Okay, now I'm going to get back to my notepad. Now I'm going to write, we'll start with bold, and the tag is B, okay? All right, so let's write whatever text that we want. This is a bold text, okay? /B, okay? Every tag that we open, we have to close except 2 tags, BR and HR, okay? Now, let's start a new line. Notice that HTML doesn't actually recognize the spaces and the enter that we have. Like for example, if I have an enter here, okay, File, Save, let's go back to the page and refresh. Okay, first of all, the bold text has shown, but then this is my page is still in one line, okay? Notice here that I've added a new line, okay, but it's still showing in one line. How can we fix that? We have BR, which is break line, and we have HR. We will get to that later, but let's figure out the function of BR, okay? I'm gonna add BR, and I'm gonna start, what is the next? Strong text. Strong and bold are the same, so let's jump to italic, okay? So this is an italic text. Now close the I and File, Save, refresh, and there you go. See, what would happen if I didn't add the BR over here? Let's take that off. File, Save, and refresh. See, they were displayed on the same line. Now we don't want to do that, so every time we do something, we'll add BR. Okay, now I'm done with the I, so let's add BR and try another one, another text formatting. Let's go to emphasized, EM. This text is emphasized, whatever. Now close the EM. Okay, file, save, going back to my page and refresh. So this is bold, this is italic, this is emphasized. Again, italic and emphasized are so close to each other, the same as bold and strong. Let's try strong. I'm feeling guilty already for jumping. Okay, strong. This text is strong. Now close, strong. Instead of a slash, I made a dot. Another common mistake, it's a forward slash. That means at the top of the slash here, it's going right. Okay, let's not use the backward slash, which is this one. No, the code is not going to work. You need to be very careful with this. Okay, save, going back, refresh. Okay, so this is strong and this is bold. Okay, bold, bold, BR, strong. It didn't work because I forgot the G here. Strong and strong. Okay, and then let's add a BR so that we don't have them on the same line. Okay, BR, file, save, going back to the page and refresh. See, bold and strong look so much alike. Italic and emphasized also look so much alike. Now moving on to the fourth one or the fifth one, marked, and the tag is mark. Okay, new line, mark. This text is marked. Close, mark, file, save, going back to my page and refresh. See, marked text it's like a highlighted text with this color. Yeah, but why did it show in the same line? Because I forgot to add BR here. Okay, let's add another BR here, start and carry on with another text formatting. Marked, let's try small. Open paragraph, let me resize my notepad. Small, type a text. This text is small, and close, small, and BR so that we don't forget them later. Save, going back to my web page. Now this text is small and I forgot a space between this and text. So basically this is how you apply format to elements. Okay, elements here in this context is text, right? Moving on. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do in this video is how to change the color, the style, and the size of your text. So let's delete a little bit of text over here because we don't want our web page to be a little bit messy. Okay, so I'll just leave the heading or the header of the web page. Okay, so it will start by typing. Let me get you the syntax over here. Okay, so we will write the tag name. It could be P, a paragraph, or an H1, H2, or H6, the heading style, and then we will type style equals, and then what do we want to do, and then the value of that. Okay, it could be font size, and then we will provide pixels. It could be font style, and then we could be providing the font name. Okay, or it could be color, and then we will write the name of the color, and that's how we are going to start doing that. Okay, we'll start by writing, changing the color, the text of the color, and this is an example of that. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so we will try the paragraph text. Okay, the paragraph tag. Sorry. So we will open P, but this time we're not going to close it, and we're not going to type directly. Okay, we're going to tell the computer that this paragraph should have a style equals open quote then we will provide what option do we need. We need the color. Just remember that the color here is spelled the American spelling C-O-L-O-R, not the British original spelling, which is C-O-L-O-U-R. Let's not make that mistake, because if you write C-O-L-O-U-R, it'll not work. Yeah. So I'm telling the computer that this paragraph style has color has to change, and to what. To tell that, I'm going to write colon, and then I'm going to write a color name. The computer understands basic color names like white, black, yellow, green, blue, whatever, right? So you can type that and the computer will understand. Okay, let's try blue. Okay, now I told the computer the style of this paragraph, I need to change the color to blue. When I'm done, I'll type semicolon and then close this quote. Okay, don't forget, this quote has to be closed at the end of your style, and then close the P tag. Okay, what I'm doing here, this tag is the P tag. Okay, now I'm going to start typing. Now I'm going to start typing my paragraph. Now what should I do? Guess. I'm giving you 3 seconds. Close the P tag. Remember, close the P tag. Okay, every tag that we open, we have to close it. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this file. Save. Now I'm gonna go back to my web page. Of course, I deleted everything over here and refresh. If you notice over here that I've written a paragraph that has the color blue, right? That's amazing. Now let's move on to changing the text size, for example. Now it resembles exactly the same, but the only thing different is, instead of saying color, I'm going to say font size, and I'm going to provide, I can write percentage, but this time I'm not going to use percentage. I'm going to use pixels. Okay, pixels. Okay, so let's start another paragraph. P space, everything is the same except the color, right? Style equals open quote font dash size. Now I'm telling the computer that the font size option is, I'm gonna have to add colon and maybe write 20, 30, 30 px. Okay, now I'm done. I'm gonna have to add a semicolon, close the double quote and close the P, and let's type our paragraph here. Now what should I close? The paragraph, right? The paragraph code. Now let's save and refresh. Okay, so this is the paragraph and it has a font size of 30 pixels. What will happen if we added 50? Is it going to increase or decrease? Is it going to get bigger or smaller? Save, going back and refresh. Yeah, it got bigger. Now let's move on to changing the font style. Okay, the font style. Okay, how about this time, instead of writing another P, I can write another H1. Maybe that will confuse you a little bit, but just so you know, we don't have to use P every time. Okay, P style equals open quote. Now to change the font style, the code is font dash family. Now let's add colon, and we have to know some of the font names. Some of the font names. You have Times New Romans, you have Arial, you have so many fonts. If you want to go over the fonts that you have on your computer, search for font. Okay, you will be getting font settings here. I'm just trying to get the options. You know, I have so many options. Okay. Okay, so these are the fonts that we have on our computer. You have, let's find some of the easy names of our fonts. Now, why do they all look so much difficult, right? How about this one? Oh, I'm moving too fast. Arial. Arial. This font name is Arial, and then we have another one called Arial rounded MT. Okay, let's use a simple one and write it here. Arial. Arial. Is it capital? Yes, it is capital. Remember, names are case sensitive, so if what's capital, it has to be written capital, and what's small, it has to be written small letter. Okay, now I'm done. I'm gonna write semicolon, close the quote, close the tag, and write your font style here. Now close the P. Okay, let's save this and go back to our page, and voila. Notice that the font style is different than this one. Okay, and that's how you change the font color, the font size, and the font family. And this would be everything for this video. So these are the main tags. Okay, the main tags, everything that you are going to design initially, they're going to be inside the body tag here. Okay, so whenever I ask you to go to the ICT lab or practice at home, those are going to be your main tags. You have to memorize them just like your name. Okay, there they are. There they are. Look at them, memorize them, and then you will do all the magic inside the body tag. Yeah, okay. Next, we learned how to add a header using H1, H2, H3, up to H6. And then we learned how to create paragraph using P. And then we learned some of the element formatting like bold. Remember? I was about to write bold. Bold. Of course, we have to close the B. And then we learned italic. Of course, you have to close the italic. Strong, emphasized, and so on. Yeah. And lastly, we learned how to change the element formatting. Well, that is it for this lesson, for this video. We will continue in the next video. Till then, take good care, and I hope you learned something new. Thank you.